What's up, everybody? It's your boy Phil Chuck and the 96 Judge here with our Master Cup Miners Week 3 Team Builder. If you guys are excited, leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are new. Join the Phil Chuck crew today because you'll be feeling with the king of the crew. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, first off, you hearing anything going off in the background? It's my air conditioner. I really need the AC. I'm dying. But anyways, not really dying, but you know what I mean. But we're here for Week 3. We're so far one of the few teams that are winless in the league. We really need a win to boost my spirits, honestly, because the last 2 weeks in a row, week 1 we lost literally to just RNG luck and a slight mess up. Week 2 we actually could have still won. I do regret the not taunting play. That one I still regret. But still, the man gets 2 rolls to live on his Ditto and on his Crafty. That was just so dumb. That was literally so dumb, but it's Pokemon sometimes. It just dicks you down a lot sometimes, and it was just stupid. Anyways, let's go ahead and break down this matchup here. We are going against the Darmanitan United and Coach Pat McKee. This is a semi-important game for me because I need to start winning games. If I don't start winning games, the playoff chances are going bad for us down south. It is a 12-week season, which I really don't agree with, and I'm going to probably make sure we talk to the commissioner and probably stay 12 weeks for 16 coaches. I think is a little far. 10 or 11 is kind of like the sweet spot, but it's whatever he thinks he needs. But going from there. Excuse me. So go from there. So we have to really win this game, and we think we have a decent matchup here, but we're facing against a stupid Pokemon, so it's going to be tough. But if you guys are excited, leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new. Join the Fish Shotgun crew today because you'll be feeling with the king of the crew. I may have already done that intro, but I don't care. Anyways, let's break down my opponent's team. They have Alolan Eradicate, Pukamuku, Flygon, Rotom Fan, Florges, Cobalion, Frostlass, Center Scorch, Sawsbuck, and Chimecha, with their Z captains being Sawsbuck, which can use any Z move, which includes Omniboost Z moves, and Cobalion. So, looking at this matchup, it's kind of torn in a way. He's got a few big threats against us that we kind of semi-struggle to break through. So, definitely going to be something to deal with that. Excuse me. But, yeah, so looking at his matchup, Chimecho I don't think really comes. I don't think Chimecho's matchup's really that good. Sawsbuck, I kind of don't see coming because Sawsbuck doesn't do that much against my team, in all honesty. But in theory, it could. It is a Z captain, so who knows? He might want to bring it. Everyone knows that. Center Scorch just has a potential chance to show up just because it can be a flash fire set with heavy duty boots, just so that way it can deal with potentially dealing with Rapidash a little bit in some kind of shape, because it does have access to Scald, so it could be a fire type that could beat my fire type actually, which can be really annoying. Frostlass definitely is something I have to be very considering in potential here because it is a somewhat threatening. It could be a spec set, it could be a scarf set. It definitely could be a couple of things here as my cat is trying to give me kisses once again and rub up his head on me, which is a cute little gesture, and he's annoying me with it, but I'm letting him do it because he can do it. And now he's just licking. I don't know why he's doing this randomly. He never acts like this, but he's getting older, so. Anyways, back to the team. So, looking at his team, I think Raticate must come because Raticate can actually provide a bit of a problem for my team. Plus, he needs it. It's his ultimate counter to, what's Spectreer. Ultimate counter of Spectreer. Pukamuku, we all know that's coming, and it's definitely going to probably be unaware. I don't expect him to bring innards out. If he brings innards out, that's kind of a misplay on his prep there. Because innards doesn't actually do him anything good, unless he's going to make sure I can guarantee one-shot him with something, which would be really weird if he let me do that. So, I don't know. Flygon's definitely a massive problem versus my team. I don't have really the best ground switch into my team, so definitely Flygon is a big problem there. I do kind of expect Scarf Flygon, because Scarf Flygon is actually more of an annoyance than a choice setup Zygarde. Rotom Fan, I think, comes. Rotom Fan's definitely one of those mons I can try to take on a few things 1v1, and it also handles my Tentacle relatively decently well as well. Florges, I think, comes. Florges is a really big nuisance versus my teams because a good amount of my team is special versus physical, so I can see him being more of a physical wall while still having a really good special investment pull with its HP instead. And then I think Cobalion. Cobalion is actually a big of a problem because it's really one of his fastest mons. He only has 2 mons that are extremely fast. 3 mons are extremely fast, and I think he's going to be 2 of the 3 with him. Scarf Flygon is definitely going to be a problem. He has shown the ring banded Flygon in the past, so definitely something I have to be very careful in knowing your prep. But again, I think Scarf Flygon fits better for this matchup just because he outspaces any potential Scarfers I could have on my team. And plus, if Flygon's even, if I have like Scarf Rapidash, I don't kill with Player Up, so I could definitely see him doing that. Excuse me. So something to note with this. But that's the team I expect him to bring. Again, there's potential that we could see Frostless or maybe Centisforge. I don't think Sawsbuck or Chimek will come at all. So with that being said, let's go ahead and break down the team. We are bringing, again, Pegasus, because Pegasus usually does have a good matchup. Again, if there's one of the normal type or dark type, I can kind of beat around it. So if I can do that, I can do that. So there's that. But Pegasus' choice specs this week because I don't think I need Scarf at all this week. I mean, Scarf would have been good for Flygon, but honestly, specs I think hits extremely harder than we want for what we want. Hex, Will-O-Wisp, Shadow Ball, and Mudshot. Mudshot's only there to kind of counter the switch in with Eradicate, and if Eradicate's choice Scarf, I neutralize the Scarf, and then if I can be able to knock him out, I knock him out. If not, I can pull a double out and stuff like that. Hex is there just because of the Will-O-Wisp shenanigans, and Shadow Ball spam is obviously really, really good on this matchup, I think. And we are running Modest with max speed. Max speed lets pretty much max speed. Max speed allows me outspeed. Frostlass was just cap out base 110. I probably could have ran a Timid Nature and had a lot of bulk in this thing, but I think going pure offense with Pegasus this game is the right route. We have Range Choice Scarf X-Blood once again. I think we brought Specs last time, or Scarf, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, X-Blood is gonna probably be that one mon I do bring pretty much Choice Scarf or Choice Specs every single week, just because it can smack someone with its funny button, you can smack someone with its funny button. But we have Fire Blast, Boomburst, Toxic, and Hyper Voice. I actually have Fire Blast over Focus Blast because Fire Blast actually will hit Frostlass and hits Cobalion, which is really important to know right there. And then Focus Blast would have been nice for the Racket as well, but I think Fire Blast is what was needed. Hyper Voice is only there for sub. We have Toxic, which is just there for Puke Move, and then we have Boomburst Spam, which is pretty much really good there. We do have Scrappy, so that way we can be able to just smack something up with a Boomburst, not resist it or anything like that. His only resisted switch-in is going to be Cobalion unless he's fully specially defensive on his Forges as well. But if Cobalion is in on a predicted switch or anything like that, we can actually knock out Cobalion, essentially. Or put him in range to where we get him in Focus Blast and Boomburst range, and then actually what I can do is just go out, just click Boomburst, and do a lot of damage. We're bringing Overdrive again this week, our Electivire with a Shook Up Berry, which came in clutch last week, but could not get the job done for what we wanted. Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, Cross Chop, and Taunt. Taunt is there just to stop Move Goo from being annoying. And also, if I taunt on a switch out, we can taunt anything from Wish Passion or something like that, which should be really good. Cross Chop is there for the Cobalion, is also there for the Eradicate, and it's also there for Sawsbuck, even though I have Ice Punch, but the Cross Chop potential crit can do work. Ice Punch is there for the Rotom Fan. It is also there for the Flygon, so that way we take the hit. Thunder Punch, again, just general stab. And then we are running a Adamant set. We are running enough speed to outspeed Eradicate. So if I Eradicate is Choice Scarf, I will know that speed for back. But 48 HP, max attack Adamant, like I said, just because we're going to punch hard this game. We are going to run Motor Drive because I think Motor Drive is really good in this match, especially if we can give it some predicted switch-ins. The good news is we can also taunt behind a sub. So Rotom Fan actually can become useless against me if it's a Willow substitute set. There we go. I almost said the wrong word too. So, oh my god, English is hard, man. But up next we have Squidward. And yes, I want to do that every time. It's funny. We have Ice Beam, Scald, Sludge Wave, Toxic, Max HP, Max Special Attack, and 4 in the Speed Defense. I don't need speed this matchup. Speed is not really important. We outspeed pretty much Mason is Bolt. The main bulky Pokemon that we do want to outspeed, though, is Rotom, which just cap out, I believe, at 2L3 or 2L6 speed. And with no speed investment, we actually can just outspeed it outright. So it's going to have to force him to either run some speed for defensive Tentacruel, which has no speed investment, or he might have to just run no speed and just be a normal defensive set. So kind of just all depends on that. So, ugh. Nose. Depends on that. But Toxic's there just so we can 1v1 the Pikamuku. Sludge Wave, Scald, Ice Beam, pretty much everything on his team for super effective to neutral damage. So definitely something to note with that. But I definitely think we can actually put in a ton of good work in this matchup with our Tentacruel. Excuse me. In that type of regard. So up next, we're bringing back Spirit this week. Spirit is actually pretty good in this matchup with Shuckaberry. Again, I am very terrified of Flygon, so I'm being very cautious with my Rapidash here. With Morning Sun, Flarelets, Wild Charge, and Play Rough. Play Rough does guarantee a 2 KO, so if I can actually get the prediction right on Flygon, Flygon dies, 2 hits, as I stay in, knock it out. And if it's Choice Bandit, I get to knock it out again for a free turn. Wild Charge there for the Pyukumuku, and Flare Blades, obviously, because Flare Blades hits a lot of his team for super effective neutral damage. I do have Morning Sun as a way to stall out Pyukumuku from doing any type of main damage to me, because then what I can do against Pyukumuku is I Morning Sun, Flare Blitz, Morning Sun, Flare Blitz, but he's going to probably have Toxic. He probably has Counter, Mirror Coat, and then probably Recover and Toxic, so that's something I have to be knowing right there. Pyukumuku is that Pokemon that is, you just got Ring Taunters and stuff like that. But I'm not going to do that, especially with my next one, too, with being Zora running Darkinium Z. Darkinium Z's 9 days into the Z move does guarantee knockout, physically defensive, not especially defensive, physically defensive, Pyukumuku. Now, if we can weaken Pyukumuku, I'm just going to raw Z move right in front of it. Because what Pyukumuku is going to probably do is going to stain it. If I get disguise something like maybe the Rapidash or something like that, right? It forces him to click counter. I go for the Z move, and if he's at the range where Night Days kills, as he clicks counter, I'm just clicking Night Days and going for the kill right here. Now, I do have Focus Blast on there as a way to actually beat his own Dark type and beat his Steel type as a trickery option. I actually don't need, I believe, to have any special, no boosted item in order to kill Cobalion. Let me just double check here. Cobalion. Yeah, Focus Blast just basically guarantee knocks him out. Unless he is like max HP. But yeah, unless he's max HP, he does not die. He pretty much just dies to Focus Blast. So if we can make sure he clicks Iron Head in front of us, because as you can see, Iron Head will only do 56 to 66%, if that's with max attack. And then, obviously I was thinking Choppleberry, but if I get chipped, I'm pretty much in range of where the berry wouldn't mock in. So we went with Darkinium Z because I felt like it was really good. But yeah, that's the team, guys. I'm hoping and praying we get a win here. If we go 0-3, that's pretty much going to start semi-sealing our chances to potentially make the playoffs. And honestly, I really hate starting a league so bad, especially where 2 weeks in a row, RNG just screws me over and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's kind of the point right there. But, yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, leave a like if you haven't already, subscribe if you are new. Join the Phil Shocker crew today because you'll be friendly with the team of the crew. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time. Until next time, everybody, peace.